Well, pretty understandably, very, very tense. The Japanese made it very clear with some angry statements today that they certainly weren't going to have this. The Japanese Prime Minister strongly protested against the launch and demanded it be cancelled, and for very good reason, Chris, because this rocket will fly directly over Japan, and the first stage booster is due to drop off from the missile and land in waters only 75 miles from the coast of Japan. So there is grave concern that something could go wrong. The last rocket exploded 40 seconds into its flight. So there is real concern here. The maritime and aviation authorities throughout the region have been alerted. The second danger spot where the second booster will land is somewhere in the Pacific between Japan and Hawaii. The North Korean authorities have now actually announced the general date of the launch. It's between April 2nd and April 8th. And of course, by doing that, it just ratchets up the tension as the countdown clock ticks.
And do the Japanese fear there is potentially something more sinister than just a communications satellite here?
I don't think they believe it's a communications satellite. I don't think America does either. It doesn't really matter if it is or it isn't. UN Resolution 1718, which was imposed the last time North Korea launched this missile, strictly says that there should be no ballistic missile testing by North Korea. So whether it has got a satellite on the end of the nose, it doesn't really matter. It's still testing a long-range ballistic missile, which America is only too well aware has got the range in further production to reach not only Alaska but also Hawaii.
I know the Americans have been advising the Japanese military, but do they have the hardware to shoot down a missile?
The Americans certainly do, and the Japanese do too, but I don't think the Americans are going to get involved in this. This missile holds no threat to America at the moment, and by shooting it down, which they could easily do, it would only increase the tension. And don't forget, North Korea has said, in effect, that any interference in this missile launch would be tantamount to a declaration